Hey, it's Scott Beebe with the Business on Purpose platform, where every day we wake up to liberate you, the small business owner, from your chaos. Check us out at our headquarters, mybusinessonpurpose.com. And if you put in mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision, we've got a free vision tutorial. The entire module is right there, so you can start to write out your vision story. I appreciate you joining me on the daily briefing. And we have got a fantastic question that was brought in from one of our clients. She owns a professional services firm on the East Coast, about $2.5 million annual revenue. About $1 million of that comes out for consultant fees. So she's running about $1.4 million, $1.5 million annual revenue a year. And you know, we talk all the time about the necessity of a non-negotiable weekly schedule. If you're an owner, you've got to have a weekly schedule. That's why so many owners feel like they're in such chaos, is because they think, well, I'm an owner, and so, you know, my week, I get to drive my week. No, that's not necessarily true. There are still a lot of outside factors that have to drive your week, but you can, over time, systematize those things out. And that's where you can start to build in some of the margin. But until you get there, we've got to rely on the non-negotiable weekly schedule. So the question was, do I share my weekly schedule with my team? Wow, really powerful question, and here's why. It's because this question actually can be broadened to other issues. Do I share compensation levels with my team? Do I share certain private information with my team? Well, the first place that we want to start is you've got to look at team maturity, individual maturity. You've got to look around at the members who make up your team and ask, what's their level of maturity in the relationship? I recently heard a great quote: trust is given, mistrust is earned. Not quite sure who said it, but I think it's interesting. Is it entirely in its fullness true? I'm not sure. I think you give trust slowly over time, and yet at the same time you do extend it. And so I like the quote, where the quote's going: trust is given, mistrust is earned. And that's certainly true from the mistrust aspect of it. So you've got to look at team trust, individual trust. What's the level of trust and maturity that you've got in your team to be able to share what could be classified as personal information? As it relates to the weekly schedule, here's why I like sharing your weekly schedule. It's more of the accountability for you than it is for the information of your team. I'll say it again. It's more for the accountability of you as the owner than it is for the information of your team. I like the team knowing kind of where you're at, what you're doing, so that there's a level of accountability there. Not so overt accountability, so they can come in and say, hey, you said you were going to be here, not there. We had a great client a couple weeks ago, and he was really caught in a challenge, struggling with his day, constantly feeling like he's putting out fires. Got a lot of the tools and pieces embedded and in place: vision, mission, values, job roles, org charts, all those things that we've built out together, but he still felt like his hair was on fire. And so I said, hey, why don't we pull up your schedule real quick? Let's look and see. And he kind of chuckled, and he knew that he had been caught a little bit. Not that I'm out for blood, but he had been caught. Pulled up his schedule, and his schedule was virtually blank. He was not living by his non-negotiable weekly schedule. And so we put some placeholders in there, some things that he needed to start to reprioritize in his schedule, and we decided to put it on the server. Now everybody else gets to see what it is that he should be doing as the owner in that situation. So there's some built-in accountability there. Do you need to put everything in your calendar? I would say probably not. If you've got a personal appointment, something like that really needs to remain private, obviously don't put that on your shared calendar. But you can use Google Calendar. That's a real powerful calendar tool. Outlook Calendar is a real powerful tool. There's a lot of calendars out there that you can leverage and use. And you can also do settings to where some elements of your calendar are shared and some elements are not shared, but they are blocked. And so people can go, okay, I can't get access to them, but I'm not quite sure what they're doing. And that's okay. But in terms of the broader scope things, team meetings, one-on-one coaching sessions, sales appointments, things like that, by all means, feel free to share those with your team so that they can help hold you accountable to the implementation of what it is that you as the owner, you as the CEO need to be doing. And it encourages them as well, because remember, your time and your words hold a lot of weight. We'll do another daily briefing on this quote that your words and your time are hydraulic. Just a little bit of motion moves a ton of weight. You got to remember that as an owner. A little word can move an entire mountain. There's a verse that the smallest muscle in the body, the tongue, can set a mountain on fire. And it's true, isn't it? One little word can turn somebody else's day upside down. And so we need to be careful in how we use our mouth and how we use our words and how we use our schedule. Hey, I hope this has been helpful. I hope it encourages you to help you liberate yourself from working in your business, from that chaos of working in your business. Go check us out at mybusinessonpurpose.com and come right back here as we truck on through more daily briefings and insights from small business owners just like you, right here on the Business on Purpose podcast, mybusinessonpurpose.com.